Hi, this is Dawn at Dawn's Astrological Vision. Stand by for Aquarius April 2017 General Forecast. Welcome back, Aquarius Sun Sign, Rising, and Moon Sign, and this is the age of Aquarius. Your ruler Uranus is transiting the sign Aries and makes a conjunction to the Sun on the 14th. This is an once-a-year merger and takes place in your third house. Watch out for nervousness over the next couple of days. Uranus symbolizes sudden shocking events, electrifying changes, willful independence, separations, originality, and modern technology. The third house is about siblings, neighbors, short distance travel, all forms of communication and mental pursuits. On the 9th, Mercury slows and begins its 3-week retrograde period. Until May 3rd, this is an unfavorable time for signing contracts and starting new projects. It's perfect for reviewing the past, reclaiming the present, and researching the future. Mercury is now in Taurus, your fourth house, and this is an excellent time to clean up leftover tasks, pay unpaid bills, finish unfinished business, and clear up clouded concepts. On the 2nd of the month, the planet Venus continues retrograde and backs out of the sign Aries back into the sign Pisces. This reversal gives relationships a chance to relax as Venus gets a 2-week vacation from the relentlessly masculine environment that the love goddess has been battling since February. On the 5th, the planet Mars in your fourth house makes a favorable trine aspect to Pluto in Capricorn, your 12th house. If you don't take advantage of this now, you'll get another chance in October. Mars-Pluto aspects can bring about a couple weeks of constructive changes in your own attitudes and environment. This is a good time to finish a program or a policy and to eliminate discordant or non-essential factors in your life. Pluto is in your 12th house, and many times an individual has an intense desire to be alone during this transit. Or this can be forced upon one through circumstances. There can be restriction and confinement mentally or physically. One good way to handle this energy is through meditation, metaphysical pursuits, psychic empowerment exercises, or developing intuitive powers. Secrets at this time are of unusual importance. One may be involved in research or some kind of secret activities. Around the 5th, you can have an encounter that brings out covert information that can in turn transform your emphasis to a more honest, courageous direction. You have the energy, drive, and force to sweep others, and you may be given credit for your expertise. Until the 21st, Mars is in your fourth house, the sign Taurus, and family and security are things that rattle your chain more than ever now. These are areas where you make beginnings and bold moves, things you're willing to fight for, things it pays to be careful about. Tackling some major project in the home, garden, or yard, or taking action on something in your home that's been neglected or needing repair for some time is on the agenda now. It's best if you work by yourself or with a family member who is equally eager and committed to the project. Otherwise, impatience, anger, and hurt feelings may spoil things. Be kind and respectful towards family members who may seem to be going out of their way to irritate you now. On the 7th, this is a day of sunshine when Jupiter in Libra sits opposite the Sun in Aries. This restless face-off occurs once a year and brings a general feeling of optimism. Jupiter can open the door to travel and broadening your perspectives through higher education. On the other side of the coin, it can exaggerate the sunny side of life and you could overextend yourself. The sun is still traveling through your third house until the 19th. You have increased confidence and express your ideas now. There can be added force and power in your communications. Important events may occur in the lives of your relatives or neighbors. Give other people a little extra time and attention and notice their efforts on your behalf and strengthen your connections. Sometimes what you need is right in front of your eyes. On the 8th, Venus squares Saturn. Generally speaking, a Venus retrograde in a square with Saturn is a double negative for love and self-esteem, and also not a good sign for the financial scene. On the 9th, the Sun in Aries squares Pluto in Capricorn. Beware of others pushing you to the maximum by forcing you into agreements. Try to work ways to cooperate for the good of all concerned rather than force issues. An ultimatum could backfire. Be careful a few days before and after the 9th. The Libra full moon is in your 9th house on the 11th. Over the next couple of days, be careful what you say or write, since it's possible you'll be misinterpreted. Around this date, your quest for knowledge can yield abundant sources of information if you are focused and persistent. On the 15th, Venus ends its retrograde period, finally. This ends the restriction on wedding dates. On the 17th, the Sun in Aries trines Saturn in Sagittarius. You should find it easier to handle your responsibilities and to honor your commitments and duties to others who need you. On the 19th, the Sun moves out of Aries and into the sign Taurus. The gifts of Taurus include stability, determination, and longevity. Its faults are being stubborn and possessive. With the Sun in Taurus, you should begin to see projects and plans that were started under the Aries Sun grow stronger and take root. Over the next 30 days, the Sun is spotlighting your house of family and home, and these areas are your instinctive focus now. Your family, home, property, concerns, roots, and heritage come into focus and become a source of pride. You could be thrust into a position of leadership on the home front. Ego confrontations with family members are possible now. The best way to handle this energy is to do your best to strengthen your relationship to your family and your home base. The planet Pluto goes retrograde on the 20th in the sign Capricorn. This period lasts until the end of September. Again, this is your 12th house, and the Pluto retrograde forces you to look inside of yourself and face challenges. This could sometimes be unnerving because the transformations we undergo under the influence of Pluto retrograde tend to require a complete breakdown of the old ways and ideas before we can move forward again. Pluto brings us face to face with our shadow self. In other words, this represents our negative emotions and desires we choose to not show. On the 21st, Mars moves into the sign Gemini. Until June 4th, you're coming into a creative and competitive phase, one in which you want to be admired and appreciated for what you do and who you are. A lover or child becomes a focal point in your life. Romance and such creative pursuits as hobbies are an outlet for much of your energy now. Romantic passions are stimulated and a love affair could heat up. The Taurus new moon is on the 26th. Again, this is your 4th house, and over the next couple weeks, you are focused on your home and family, and this could signify changes in the home environment. One or both parents may be more of a major focus than usual. If you've been putting off beginning a regular spiritual practice, this would be an excellent time to begin. On the 28th, Venus moves into the sign Aries. This is the second trip for Venus through the masculine sign Aries and has made this year a challenging one for relations and finances. Aquarius, your lucky days of the month are the 1st, 10th, 11th, 19th, 20th, 28th, and 29th. This completes your general forecast for April. Aquarius, I want to thank you for returning, liking, subscribing, and sharing. I hope you enjoyed your forecast this month, and I'll be happy to talk to you again in May. Bye.